What is this vintage and strange metal shovel found in southern Massachusetts woods? I have no idea how long it had been there or who left it. It is stamped Mora made in Sweden at the back, and I'm thinking possibly a coal or grain scoop. It's honestly the strangest shovel I've ever seen. I'd love any insights on what type it might be or how old it could be. It's a vintage Snab Mora Boren ice auger, made in Sweden in the 1960s to the 70s, and used for drilling holes for ice fishing. It's two pieces that screw together to form a long tool to hand crank the sharp ice cutter on the end. What is this beaded pouch? Possibly Victorian era. I'm completely stumped on what this could be. I thought it might be a Victorian era tie-on pocket at first, but it's too small to be useful for that, and made completely differently to ones I can find online. If anyone knows what it's been used for or has any other information on it, I'm super curious. It's a Victorian miser's purse, also known as a stocking purse or long purse, missing the sliding rings. The rings kept coins from falling out, and the design made it difficult to access money quickly, giving the purse its name and acting as a form of anti-pickpocket technology. Miser purses gained popularity during the 19th century and were in wide use until the early 20th century. They were popular in England and France. In order to put the coins in the left side of the purse, you'll move the one ring from the left to the right side, opening the access from the middle slit to that end of the purse. To close that side off and put the copper coins on the other side of the purse, you'll slide both rings to the left side, opening the access from the center slit to the right end of the purse. To secure the coins at each end of the purse, you move both rings to the outer sides towards each end of the purse. This way, your coins can't come out of the middle slot anymore. What is this old tool? I've never seen one before. It's around 5.5 feet long and around 35 pounds. AI said it's an antique logging tool to lift and carry the timber, but I can't imagine how that even works. I'm just wondering if anyone has a clue. It's an antique railroad car mover, used to manually move rail cars. It was patented on December 12, 1922, by Paul Francis of Wilmerding, Pennsylvania. You jam the working end between the wheel and rail, then push the wooden handle down to the rail. The lever action in the working end will expand it, forcing the rail car forward about half an inch. Lift the wooden handle, jam it in again, and repeat until the rail car is where you want it. A friend of mine sent me this pic of what looks to be iron dowels. He said it's around 16 inches long and very heavy. It looks like a meat tenderizer to me. Any ideas on what it is? Thanks for the help. It's an antique Crandall hammer, a stone dressing tool used by 19th and early 20th century stonemasons, especially in marble and limestone quarries and in architectural stone finishing. It was used to create a finish known as crandled or crandling. It allowed faster and more uniform surface dressing than a single point chisel. The tool's characteristic texture helped disguise saw marks or imperfections. When the rods wear down, they are replaced. What is this thing I saw posted on Facebook, and no one can identify it? The poster said he had this tool for over 30 years, but didn't say anything about its use. What is it, and what was it used for? It's a 1950s joint runner for pouring lead in cast iron pipe joints that are not vertical. It's basically a thick asbestos rope used when pouring molten lead around certain types of pipe joints. The joint runner would be wrapped around a pipe joint and clamped tightly together, allowing melted lead to be poured into the joint with a ladle. With lead having an approximate melting point temperature at a sizzling hot 622 degrees Fahrenheit or 328 degrees Celsius, asbestos was once the common choice of material for protection from the scorching heat, and yet another potential source of exposure risk. What is this thing I bought in a job lot? It's cast iron with a lever on one side and there are no other writings except for the number 97 on the lever part. Someone suggested it's a Christmas tree base, and another suggestion was a jack stand, missing its central stand. Any clues, please? Many thanks. It's an early 20th century upside-down hopper from a grain mill. The lever is used to raise and lower the feed trough to change the feed rate, and wood would be used to enlarge the hopper. It was patented on May 4th, 1911, by Samuel Brassington and Henry Bernard Bamford for the Leighton Iron Works of Stafford, England. What is this some sort of hopper and chopper made of plastic and metal? I can't work out what this does at all. The metal part is hinged at the back of the plastic tray, and the angle of it can be adjusted, and it has some sort of slide bolt on it. The clear part has a triangular void on the underside at one end. Can you please tell me what this was for? Thank you. It's a 1960s to 70s table saw riving knife and guard combo, a safety device designed to protect the operator from the spinning blade and to reduce kickback. The riving knife behind the blade helps keep the cut kerf from closing. It prevents the wood from pinching the blade and reduces kickback, one of the most dangerous table saw accidents. What is this cast metal I inherited from a relative, amongst a lot of other things? The relative in question was very much into archaeology. Approximately 9 inches tall, heavy, and in the shape of a ram perhaps. It has a socket on the underside, with a slight blue and green patina throughout. I've done some research online, but I haven't found anything convincing yet. I would appreciate any information on it. It's an ancient Luristan bronze ibex whetstone finial, from circa 1000 BC to 600 BC. This is how the entire object looks with the whetstone attached. It was modeled in the form of a leaping ibex, with 2 large horns as a handle. Ordinary soldiers and people who would carry a knife to use as a weapon would carry a whetstone to sharpen the knife. However, an elite member of the community would have a special finial or handle like this example fitted to the whetstone. The ibex was an astronomical symbol of great importance from the earliest Near Eastern civilizations. What is this mystery item posted online, and nobody knows what it is? It was sent via email by the owner, and posted with no other description of the item. I'm guessing it's a farm tool, but I have no idea how it works. I'm very curious what this tool could be used for. Any ideas? Please let us know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.